mile. Field of 8, the 6-horse has been scratched. Sick. Number 1, Rembrandt's Max, owned by Jim Chaliff of Dayton and David Harris of Chicago. Rick Heitman trains and drives. The 2, Beatify, owned by Galen Thompson of Boca Raton, Florida. John Bright trains with Dave Miller. 3, Winning Message, owned and trained by Jim Florio of Hamilton, Mike Wilder. 4, Clearwater Chip, owned by Edith Hoffer of Washington Courthouse. Ken Huffer, the trainer driver. 5, Osborne's Log, owned and trained by Roy Murphy of Solana with Jack Daly. The 6 is Out Sick. 7, High Buck, owned by Frank Hackney of Grundy, Virginia. Trace Roberts, the trainer with Don Irvine Jr. From post 8, I Into Quit Now, owned by Dean Davis of Worcester, Ron Steck of Sunbury, and John Bradford at St. Mary's. Ron Steck trains and drives. From post 9, Downwind Penske, owned by the Grumpy Old Men stable of Richwood. Mervyn Stover trains. Billy Walters in the sulky. First race, pacing Stallions and Geldings on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off, and first away, it's Clearwater Chip going for the lead from off the rail. It's Rembrandt's Max with a burst of speed to take command. High Buck in high gear from the outside came away third. Beatify to the inside is fourth. Winning Message on the inside is fifth, 2 lengths in sixth. Osborne's Log at the rail in seventh. Eyeing to Quit Now, the trailer. Eighth is Downwind Penske around the first turn. High Buck on the outside, parked every step of the mile here. He reaches the first quarter mile in 28 and 3 before dropping in. And High Buck now clearing to take command. Later by 2. Rembrandt's Max on the inside is racing as second with Clearwater Chip at the rail in third. Another 2 lengths to Beatify, who's out and underway. Winning Message pulling that cover out is now drafting with cover in fifth. And then comes the gray Osborne's Long to the outer flow in sixth. I Into Quit Now will advance up the rail, saving ground, and Downwind Penske is right at his heels, racing eighth. Here's the half now, 59 and 1, as they make the turn to the backstretch. The 7 and 2 High Buck leads here by a length and a half. And on the inside, Rembrandt's Max now coming to the outside, and Heitman will pull Rembrandt's Max to the outside to challenge the leader. And Rembrandt's Max going right on by here, and Rembrandt's Max now the leader. Leads by a length and a half. Now 2, High Buck on the inside is racing second. Beatify moving uncovered in third. At the rail in fourth, it's Clearwater Chip, and then swinging 3 wide is Winning Message. They reach the 3/4, 128 and 1/5. Around the final turn, and with the lead, Rembrandt's Max has a lead here and extending that lead by 3.5, 4. High Buck is now holding off the rest of the field. On the outside, Beatify, Clearwater Chip, a long shot. On the inside, waiting for Racing Room. But as they drive the deep stretch, it's all Rembrandt's Max. A 5-1 shot here. Rembrandt's Max in front. Beatify is second and High Buck third. First race now official. Into the winner's circle, official winner of tonight's first event from off the rail, the 1 Rembrandt's Max. 3-year-old Illinois bred son of Satanic from the oil burner mare Lottie's Lady, owned by Jim Chaliff of Dayton, Ohio, and David Harris of Chicago, Illinois. Rick Heitman is the trainer and the driver. Coming in from Balmoral Park in Chicago after a lengthy layoff, Rembrandt's Max records his very first career win here this evening and earning a mark of 159 flats. Parade Marshal Kathy McDonald leading the horses to the post. This evening's second race, the second half of the daily double. These are fillies and mares. Racing 1 mile, purse of $1,900, a field of 9. There are no changes. The 1 Tripabella, owned by Mimi and Sander Lunenberg of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Robert Stewart trains with Don Irvine Jr. driving. The 2 Brian's Little Girl, owned by Brian McGoey of Jackson, New Jersey, and John McGoey of Howell. Greg Luther trains with Dave Miller. 3 Before Sunrise over the Brittany Farms of Versailles, Kentucky, and Daisy Acres of Astoria, New York. Allen Regal trains for Jeff Ouch. For next episode, owned by Paul Rietsacker of Wauseon, Ohio, Jack Daly trains and drives. The 5 Red Romaine, owned by Dave Noel of Dublin, Don Feaster training and driving. Number 6, She's a Radio Flyer, owned by Charles and Christine Blankenship of Asheville. Mike Lee trains for Chip Noble. 7, it's Delta Flyer, owned by Rhonda Stidham and Linda May of Circleville and Stoutsville. Rocky Stidham, the trainer driver. The 8, Turn 'em Over, owned by Kurt Nicholas of London. Robert Nichols Jr. is the trainer with Jim Daly driving. And from post 9, Katie's Noble Lady, owned by Wanda Everman of Spin, Ohio. Herbie Brown, the trainer and the driver. Win Play Show Perfect. The gate swings out of the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's the 3-year-old Brian's Little Girl from between horses, first for the lead. But there goes Tripabella bursting from off the rail to take command. But from the far outside and circling, here comes Turn 'em Over. And Turn 'em Over sent right to the front as she quickly powers to the front end. On the inside, Tripabella now with cover is racing in second. Delta Flyer also came from the outside looking for a seat. She's found that behind the leader now in third. On the inside in fourth, Brian's Little Girl Before Sunrise is away fifth. 2 lengths into sixth is the next episode. The opening quarter reached in 27 3/5 of a second. And the fillies now in straight alignment, a bit strong out here, but Tripabella is back in control as Irvine putting her right back to the front end. Tripabella back on top, a length and a half. On the inside, Turn 'em Over is now racing a second. She a 7-1 shot, enjoying the garden spot trip, followed by Delta Flyer in third. Another 2 lengths in fourth to Brian's Little Girl, the half, 58 3. And Before Sunrise will come to the outside and flush her cover in fifth. Next episode at the wheel in sixth. Red Romaine to the outside, seventh, 3 lengths in eighth. She's a Radio Flyer with, and on the the back end, it's Katie's Noble Lady as they race down the back stretch. And on the front, Tripabella now being joined up by Brian's Little Girl, who is moving up alongside the pressure at the rail and racing in the third. Turn 'em Over to the outside with cover fourth. First time starter Before Sunrise. 3/4, 128 2. As they drive through the final turn, Tripabella has a lead here of a length and a half. But on the inside, Turn 'em Over is waiting for racing room and swinging 3 wide. Comes Before Sunrise with less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come, and Tripabella now being pressured by Before Sunrise, and Before Sunrise, the debutante filly Before Sunrise, surging late, getting up to win it by a length and a half in 1:57 2. Tripabella was second, Turn 'em Over third. Trackside in the winner's circle, winner of the second race. First time starter Before Sunrise. For the world champion, Precious Bonnet. Out of a Sunset mare, Moonshaker. Up at the Brittany Farms of Versailles, Kentucky, Daisy Acres of Astoria, New York. Allen Regal trains Jeff out in the sulky. Coming off an impressive qualifier, Before Sunrise, scoring in her very first career start. Taking an impressive mark tonight, 1:57 and 2/5. Tonight's daily double 1-3. Pacers are on the track and prettying to the post. Race number 3, Stallions and Geldings, racing 1 mile. A shortened field of 8. Number 8 has been scratched. Sick. Number 1, Tony's Escort, owned by Richard Randall and Jerry Webb of Columbus. Richard Randall trains. Jim Shelton drives. The 2, Sir Stoney, owned by David Stanley of Columbus. Ryan Holton, the trainer driver. 3, One Stop at a Time, owned by Connie Peterman of West Jefferson. Roger Peterman trains with Dean Gillespie. 4, Bobby Issue, owned and trained by Bill Carruthers of Kenton with Dave Miller. The 5, Grand Mal, owned and trained by Wendell Malone of Clarksville. Randy Tharps with the line. On post 6, If Only I Could, owned by Jeffrey Brace, Glenn Evans, and Ron Steck of Ohio. Ron Steck trains and drives. 7-0 Lucky Strike, owned and trained by Robert Rhodes of Obats. Jeremy Moore with the lines. The 8 is scratched. The 9 Majestic Joshua, laced and trained by Jim Florio of Hamilton. Mike Wilder is in the sulky. Win play show perfecta, super perfecta wager. The gate swings into the backstretch for the start. There they go. And they're off, and one step at a time away promptly for the lead. If Only I Could from the far outside is hunting for that lead early from the inside. And the third is Tony's Escort. 3 lengths in fourth, it's Sir Stoney. 2 lengths in 5, Bobby Issue. At the rail in 6th comes Grand Mel. 2 lengths in 7th, a Lucky Strike. The trailer Majestic Joshua around the first turn. And If Only I Could has made the front here, leads by a length and a half, 2, 1 step at a time of the inside, gives it up for cover in second. Opening quarter in 28 3/5. At the rail, Tony's Escort is racing third. Sir Stoney gapping badly here in fourth. And to the outside comes Bobby Issue. First to pressure the Issue, and fifth will flush and wait for cover. And to the outer flow in sixth, it's Grand Mel. Racing into the clubhouse turn, and If Only I Could has a lead here by 2. 1 step at a time of the inside is racing as second, with Sir Stoney coming first up the pressure in third. Tony's Escort at the rail in fourth, a half, 59 4 as they make the swing to the back stretch. If Only I Could, a 9-1 shot with a lead here, a length and a quarter. Sir Stoney inching up steadily now to pressure. 1 step at a time. At the rail is in third, and drafting with cover fourth is Bobby Issue. Tony's Escort at the rail is locked in tight in fifth. To the outside in sixth comes Grand Mel. This field beginning to tighten up now. If Only I Could heads him off by a half a length. The 3/4, 128 4 as they round the final turn. If Only I Could, and Steck is asking for more on the outside, and still there, Sir Stoney, 1 step at a time. Should be well rested, but needs racing room. Bobby Issue to the outside, 3 wide, with less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. If Only I Could has a lead. Bobby Issue with a full head of steam on the outside, and it's Bobby Issue getting up late here. Bobby Issue by a half. If Only I Could hangs on for second, 1 step at a time, up for third. In 158 3. Of Over Issue from the Paint Away mare Lundy Way. Owned and trained by Bill Carruthers of Kenton, Ohio. Handled tonight by Dave Miller. His second win of the season. Bobby Issue recording his lifetime best tonight, 158 3/5. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the horses. Race number 4, this evening's 4th race, the first leg of the pick 3. This is the 7th leg of the Hill Farms Pacing Series, 2-year-old Colts and Gildings. Racing 1 mile, a purse $3,000. Number 1 is Western Dreamer, owned by the Brittany Farms. Alan Regal trains, Dave Miller drives. 1A Western Hero, owned by the Brittany Farms. Alan Regal trains with Jeff Fouch. Number 2, Oriental Dragon, owned by Bill Sanders of Atlanta, Georgia. Ty Lloyd trains, Brad Hanner's driving. 2B, Ready Bunny, owned by Bill Sanders, Ty Lloyd trains and drives. From post 3, Juarez Hanover, owned by Peter and Gail McCann. Don and Carol Lehman of Ohio, Jim Arledge Jr. trains with Don Irvine Jr. The 4, Bar K. Jesse, owned by the Brevetti Cook Stables of North Caldwell, New Jersey. Melanie Williams training and driving. From post 5, Swango, owned by Charles Stovall of Lebanon. Doug Stovall trains, Don Feaster. And the 6, Medard Slog with the Star Country Stable and Benny Holler of Chillicothe. Dan Ader trains and drives. Win play show perfecta and pick 3 wagering. Again, this is the first leg of the pick. 7th leg, Hill Farms Pacing Series, lining up, moving in. On the backstretch, there they go. And they're off, and it's Juarez Hanover, the first to leave from the far outside. There goes Ready Bunny. And Ready Bunny surging to the front quickly, takes command. Juarez Hanover to the inside is second. Barcade Jesse came away third, and from the inside and fourth, it's Oriental Dragon. 2 lengths in fifth to Western Dreamer. Another 3 lengths in sixth to Western Hero. At the rail in seventh is Swango. Menard's Long is the early trail of an eighth. They reach the first quarter-mile marker. Opening panel, 28 seconds. And on the front, Ready Bunny calling the shots here by 2 with Juarez Hanover in second. Barcade Jesse at 70-1. Longest shot of the board is there in third. Then there's a big gap, some 3.5 lengths to Oriental Dragon in fourth. Then comes Western Dreamer, and now to the outside, his stablemate, Western Hero, is on the move, and Swango will get a perfect trip here. He takes the cover in, racing in seventh with Menard's Long in eighth. Here's the half, 59 seconds, and on the front with a lead, it's Ready Bunny. They're at 19-1, and they show the way here as they swing to the backstretch. Juarez Hanover to the inside is second. Here comes the long shot, Barcade Jesse, moving to the outside, and with the cover in, racing in 5. It's Western Hero, but now he moves to the outside and swings 3 wide with a burst of speed. Western Hero is surging to the front, and Western Hero powers right on by. Western Hero by 2, 3/4, 128-1, and Western Hero is not looking back. Western Hero by 4, by 5. Inside, Ready Bunny is caught by surprise. Out of the outside, Barcade Jesse. Swango will have to go 3 wide with Lust in an eighth, and it's all over from here. It's Western Hero who will simply coast home, and Western Hero is well on his way to an outstanding career. Western Hero crushing this field in 1:56.3. He's followed by the long shots, Barcade Jesse. Then it was very tight for show. It's official. 1-4 perfect is $73 even, $73. And trackside is the winner, number 1A, Western Hero, for the first crop of Western Hanover, out of the great Abercrombie mare, Leah Elmerhurst, owned by the Brittany Farms. Of Versailles, Kentucky, Ellen Regal trains Jeff Founty in the sulky. Well, Western Hero has already shown his versatility. Western Hero coming from well off the pace here this evening in his very first career start. Doing it very impressively, earning a mark of 1:56.3. Western Hero hoping to follow in his family's footsteps. Certainly appears he's got a good start. Fifth race, condition trotters are on the track and prettying to the post. Racing 1 mile, a field of 9. Number 1 is Dolly Score. Laced by Robert Zink of Ohio. Tommy Smith trains. Eric Ludford drives. The 2 looks like Snow, owned by Ray Pritchheim of Columbia Station. Jack Daly trains. Mel Turcott driving. 3 Dr. Daya, owned and trained by Andrew Price of Lockburn Del Milleron. The 4 Rough Surf, owned by Brent Davis of Zanesville. Mac Davis training with Dave Miller. 5 Jake's Cash, owned by Clarence DeLong of Grove City. Lloyd Hawk, the trainer with Dave Hawk driving. 6 Oaklawn Carrot, owned and trained by Jeff Dennis of Wilmington. Mark Winter is getting the call. 7 DC's Lace Louise, owned by Richard Kirby of Richwood, Ohio. Daryl Kirby trains. Ryan Holton drives. The 8 Bangarang, owned by Allison Zarley of Delaware. Jim Zarley trains. Billy Walters up. The 9 Solar Combustion, owned by Ellison Hensler of Boston. Joe Hensler trains. Bob Harper is in the sulky. Wouldn't play show perfect. 5th race, conditioned to claiming trotters, lining up, moving in. The 8 Bangarang lagging behind. And they're off. And wasting no time, it's Rough Surf. Rough Surf bursting right to the front, but alongside Jake's Cash is going right with them. Dolly Score from off the rail came away 3rd. From the outside and 4th is Oaklawn Carrot. At the rail looks like Snow. Inside and 5 to DC's Lace Louise as they round the first turn. Reaching the first quarter mile marker, the opening panel, Rough Surf showing the way, 28-2. On the inside, Jake's Cash is second with Dolly's Score in third. And underway early, here comes Oak Lawn Carrot. And Winters is moving early with the opening quarter into 28-2. Making a big statement here. It's a gap of some 6 lengths from their back to Looks Like Snow in fifth. On the inside, sixth, Solar Combustion for the back in seventh. As they race into the clubhouse turn, Dr. Daya. Then comes DC's Lasso Louise and Bangarang trailing. Here's the half, 59 seconds. And Rough Surf for the lead. Oak Lawn Carrot going a long mile here. On the outside, trotting in second. Jake's Cash at the rail in third. And on the inside in fourth. It's Dolly's Score. Looks Like Snow, gapping badly in fifth. Solar Combustion's looking to improve on the outside in sixth. Underway in seventh comes DC's Lacy Louise as they trot down the backstretch. And into the final turn, Rough Surf for the lead. Oak Lawn Carrot looking to wear him down. The 3/4 is in 129-2. Around the final turn, Rough Surf with the lead has led every step of the mile. And Jake's Cash directly behind the leader and Oak Lawn Carrot on the outside, beginning to tire now. Too long of a trip here for her with less than a 16th to go. And it's Rough Surf. And now to the outside, here comes Jake's Cash. But Oak Lawn Carrot is still there as they drive in the deep stretch. Jake's Cash timing this one perfectly. Jake's Cash getting up to win it by 2. Rough Surf was second and Oak Lawn Carrot third. Fifth race, now official, trackside the winner. Number 5, Jake's Cash, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred son of Armbro Solar from the Neville Diamond Mare of Paris Cash, showed by Clarence DeLong of Grove City. Lloyd Hawk, the trainer Dave Hawk in the sulky. Jake's Cash using the Garden Spot trip. En route to his 5th win of the season, in fact his 5th career win, and that is enough for a lifetime best, 2 minutes and 1/5. Here's the field for the 6th race. Stallions and Geldings, condition pacers racing 1 mile. Number 1, Sinjor Sam. Held by Thomas Rowe of Groveport, Spencer and Wilbur Sindel of Gahanna, Dean Collins, the trainer driver. 2, Pleasing Kip, owned by Dolly Hensler of Hamilton. Cliff Davis trains, Dan Ader drives. The 3, A League of His Own, owned by Sam Noble Jr. of Cedarville. Sam, Chip Noble, the trainer driver. The 4, French Gem, owned by Tim Spencer of Springfield. Mike Lee trains with Donner Van Jr. Number 5, Straven, owned by Roy Murphy of Solana. He also trains with Randy Tharps driving. The 6, Capable Leader, owned by Lyle Mason and McCord. Doug Lyle trains, Jeff out driving. 7 is the Competitor, owned by the Walgrove stables of Lockburn. Andrew Miller trains, Dave Miller drives. The 8, Skippy's Son, owned by Leonard Bailey of Piqua, Ohio. R.J. Brown trains for Mike Wilder. And the 9, RJM, owned by Robert Henry of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Paul Johnson, the trainer Darren Mauser in the sulky. 6th race, pacing Stallions and Geldings, approaching the start. And they're off, and from the inside, it's Pleasing Kip. First for the lead, but from mid-track, there goes Capable Leader. And from the far outside, it's RJM. Away in 4th, it's the Competitor. To the inside, 5th, Sinjor Sam at the rail in 6th, A League of His Own. 2 lengths in 7th comes French Gem at the rail and racing 8th. It's Straven the trailer 9th. As they approach the first quarter, Skippy's Son. Opening panel, 27 seconds flat, and RJM has circled and has taken the lead. And Mauser looking to reel him in here. And here comes Sinjor Sam. And Sinjor Sam rushing to the outside, looking to take the lead. RJM not getting much of a breather here. Underway comes the Competitor. At the rail and racing in 4th, it's Capable Leader. A League of His Own is underway in 5th. At the rail and 6th to Pleasing Kip. To the outside 7th comes French Gem. Here's the half, 56 and 4, and the competitor powering right to the front. And Miller putting the heavy favored competitor right to the front here by 2.5, 3 lengths. St. George Sam now to the inside is gapping badly in second. A league of his own moving uncovered in third. Our Jam at the wheel in fourth. 5 is Capable Leader, and with cover in 6th is French Gem. Pleasing Kip at the wheel in 7th. And the field races into the final turn with the competitor showing the way. 3/4, 125 and 1. And the competitor extends the lead now by 5. And the competitor continues to draw clear as Miller urges him on. The competitor going for it all here by 6 and 7 lengths. St. George Sam can only watch him go. Our Jam coming to the outside, but Miller is still asking for more as the competitor coasts home here. It's the competitor in front against the clock tonight, 155 flat. St. George Sam was second, Capable Leader third. Trackside is the official winner of the 6th, number 7, the competitor, a 5-year-old son of Niatros from the world champion broodmare Dow Jones. Over the Walgrove stables of Lockburn, Andrew Miller, the trainer Dave Miller, is in the sulky tonight. The competitor recording his 4th of the season in record time. Tonight's mile and 155 flats. Number 1, Earn a Bunch, shown by Lowell Prickett of Wilmington. Tom Prickett, the trainer driver. 2, Rebecca L., owned by Jeff McCarty of Chillicothe. Carl Hitchens trains. Jack Daly driving. 3, Seaside Bistro, owned by Mike Rennie, John Blue, and Dale and Billy Walters of Ohio. Billy Walters, the trainer driver. 4, Midnight Fame, owned by Stan Malone of Xenia. Travis Redden trains for Dave Miller. 5, She's a Tudor Scooter, owned by Carl Joseph of Washington Courthouse. John Joseph trains. Dale Miller getting the call. The 6, Belinda Wick, owned by Robert Gill of Chillicothe. Jerry Kuchbach trains with Eric Lunford. 7, Rembrandt Bernice, owned by Jim Shaliff of Dayton, Ohio, and David Harris of Chicago. Rick Heitman trains and drives. The 8, Primrose B, owned by Leonard Bailey of Piqua, Ohio. R.J. Brown trained with Mike Wilder. At number 9, That's What, owned by H.F. Dye of Wilmington. Darrell Lewis, the trainer and the driver. One play show trifecta, twin trifecta. Race, fillies and mares, lining up, moving in. They're on the back stretch. There they go. They're off and pacing Midnight Fame from mid-track. First for the lead from the far outside comes Belinda Wick. And from between horses, She's a Tudor Scooter. From the inside in 4th, Rebecca L. Further inside 5, Earn a Bunch. Looking to angle in 6th comes Seaside Bistro. At the rail in 7th, it's Rembrandt Bernice. 2 lengths in 8th, Primrose Beat. That's What is the early trailer. Around the first turn and on the outside, looking to take the lead, comes Belinda Wick, the opening quarter, 28 and 3. And on the front end, it's Belinda Wick. She clears and takes command. On the inside, Midnight Fame. And now Midnight Fame coming right back to the outside. Midnight Fame looking to retake the lead. And she clears and takes command. Belinda Wick gives it up now for the Garden Spot trip. She's a Tudor Scooter, remains at the rail in 3rd. Rebecca L. is 4th. Earn a Bunch coming first up at the outside, but will flush cover in 5th. Seaside Bistro takes the cover 6th. To the outer flow in 7th, Rembrandt Bernice, half and 59 and 1. They swing to the back stretch. Midnight Fame, odds on favorite at 9 to 5 with the lead here. 3 parts of a length. She's a Tudor Scooter. Moving up there to pressure the leader with Earn a Bunch, crafting and cover in 3rd. Inside in 4th is Belinda Wick. In the underflow in 5, Rebecca L. Inside and racing 6, Seaside Bistro, Rembrandt Bernice to the outer flow. They reach the 3/4 mile marker in 1:29 and 1. And the leader, Midnight Fame, leads by 2.5. She's a Tudor Scooter, has dropped in behind the leader, saving ground. Out of the outside is Earn a Bunch. Here comes Seaside Bistro now moving 3 wide with a full head of steam as they turn for home. Less than an 8th. And it's Midnight Fame by 3. She's a Tudor Scooter. Down to the inside, Rembrandt Penice, Seaside Bistro. That's what. Longest shot of the board coming between them. But it's Midnight Fame in front. That's what. Between horses for second. She's a 3-year-old Ohio bred, daughter of Farmstead's Fame from the Equitable mare, Annie Be Fair. A homebred, by Stan Milan of Xenia, trained by Travis Redden. Dave Miller in the sulky. Midnight Fame recording her second career win tonight. The mile 158 and 2/5. 2 quick wins for Miller, giving him a driving double. The 497 trifecta, $1,538.60.
Cattle Company owning 7 Heather's Fellow.
8th race, claiming handicap pacers. These are 5, 6, and 7 claimers racing 1 mile. Purse $3,000, a field of 8. Number 1, Smell of Success, owned by Wesley Hilton of Huber Heights. Tom Horner Jr. trains. Randy Tharps driving. The 2, Novelistical, owned by Troy Thomas of Cable and Hildebrand, the trainer with Donovan Jr. Three, Southampton Rebel, owned, trained, and driven by Justin Hall of Chillicothe. 4, Rustic Hero, owned by Jeff Reed of Granville, Kevin Reed of Newark, Dean Collins, the trainer with Dean Collins driving. 5, Roughhausen, owned by Enlo Atkinson of Kettering. He also trains Mike Wilder. The 6, Good Timing Chris, owned by Charles Smith of Troy, Michigan. Larry Stelbaum, the trainer driver. 7, Osborne's Gigolo, owned by William M. of Lockburn. Alex Spence Jr. trains. Ryan Holton drives. The 8, Racing Rufus, leased and trained by Marlon Smith of Thornville. Bob Harper is in the sulky. When play show perfected, trifecta wagering 8 minutes until post time. 8 minutes. And they're off. And from the outside, it's Good Timing Chris firing for the lead. Further outside in second, Osborne's Gigolo. Far outside is Racing Rufus. Towards the inside, Rustic Hero came away 4th. At the rail in 5, Smell of Success. Novelistical is away 6th. At the rail in 7th, Southampton Rebel, the early trailer 8th. Is Roughhausen. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker. They're in straight alignment. They reach the first stop, 27-3. Good Timing Chris has a lead. Osborne's Gigolo to the inside is racing second. At the rail in 3rd to Rustic Hero. In 4th is Racing Rufus. Underway 5 comes Smell of Success. To the outside in 6th, Southampton Rebel will get the cover flow. Then comes Novelistical, who also comes to the outside. Roughhausen on the inside, saving ground in 8th. Racing towards the half, and on the front, Good Timing Chris by 3. Half and 58-2. Osborne's Gigolo on the inside is racing second. Another 3 lengths to Rustic Hero. He's followed by Racing Rufus in 4th. Smell of Success, no progress. First up at the outside in 5th. Roughhausen saves ground in 6th. Southampton Rebel is 7th, and a sluggish 8th is Novelistical. Into the final turn, and it's Good Timing Chris by 2. Osborne's Gigolo dials in his number now and is poised to strike to the outside. 3/4, 127 as they round the final turn. It's Good Timing Chris, but Osborne's Gigolo now coming to the outside with Rustic Hero to the inside in 3rd. Lost it an 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's Good Timing Chris. Osborne's Gigolo on the outside, and Osborne's Gigolo up to take the lead. Osborne's Gigolo, the whip is tucked. Osborne's Gigolo in front. Good Timing Chris second, tight for show. 156. Gigolo, a 7-year-old son of Osborne's first. Owned by William M. of Lockburn, Ohio. Alex Spence Jr. trains. Ryan Holton in the sulky. 4th of the season, 2nd consecutive. Equaling his career record, 156 flat. The Perfecta 7-6 paying $36.60. Introducing the horses for this evening's ninth and final heat of racing. Stallions and Geldings claiming Pacers racing 1 mile. Field of 9, drivers change on the 2-horse. Here's how they line up. The 1 kg's Gravitate. Oma Wesley Alton of Huber Heights. Tom Horner Jr. trains. Randy Tharps driving. The 2 Boro Do It, shown by Lloyd Yoder of Plain City. Richard Randall trains. Drivers change to Jim Shelton. 3 Bonjour, owned and trained by William Carruthers of Kenton. Dave Hawk driving. 4 46 Guns, owned by Paul Hushile. Larry Stolbaum, the trainer driver. 5 Pass the Torch, owned by Fred Everhart and James Everhart of Lebanon. Jeff Smith training and driving. 6 Mountain Alvin, owned by Rhonda Stidham of Circleville. Rocky Stidham trains and drives. 7 James Bird, owned and trained by Tony Fuller of Dublin. Frenchie Fuller. The 8 Dr. Jim B, owned by Glenn Addy of Norwich. J. Addy trains. Jeff found the bike. 9 Fritzy Dundee, owned by William Fritz of Mechanicsburg. Richard Fritz, the trainer. Mike Wilder in the sulky. Win play show perfect. 9th race, Stallions and Geldings, all in behind the gate. They're on the back stretch and they're approaching the start. And they're off. And 46 Guns is all out here as he fires for the lead from the far outside. In second comes Dr. Jim B. Off the rail in third. KG's Gravitate. From the outside in fourth, it's Mountain Elvin. And at the rail in 5, Boro Do It. Inside 6th, Bonjour. At the rail in 7th is Pass the Torch. Early 8th, James Bird, Fritzy Dundee, the trailer. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, and on the front, 46 Guns. Quarter 27 and 2. On the inside, Dr. Jim B is second. At the rail in third is Mountain Elvin. 3 lengths in fourth to KG's Gravitate. 2 lengths in 5, Boro Do It. Followed 6th by Bonjour to the inside, and 7th Pass the Torch. Here comes James Bird underway to the outside. The trailer is Fritzy Dundee. They're at the half and on the front. With the lead, 46 Guns, the half 57 flats. On the inside, Dr. Jim B is racing second. Here comes Mountain Elvin now, underway to the outside. Boro Do It, flushing the cover, is now with that cover in fourth. Inside in 5, KG's Gravitate down the back stretch. And on the front, 46 Guns now being pressured by Mountain Elvin. And Boro Do It along for the ride with cover to the outside is now 3 wide. At the rail, Dr. Jim B and Fout looking to work out a trip here. 3/4, 127 and 1 as they round the final turn, and the field continues to slow down. On the front, 46 Guns, but Mountain Elvin is right there looking to wear him down in second. With less than an eighth of a mile to go, and Mountain Elvin puts a nose in front. Mountain Elvin now by a head, but Dr. Jim B has found racing room down to the inside. He'll have to hurry. In the deep stretch, Mountain Elvin hangs on. Dr. Jim B second. Very tight for show. And here's the winner, number 6, Mountain Elvin, a 7-year-old Kentucky-bred son of Trenton from the Honest Story mare, Mountain Bride. Owned by Rhonda Stidham of Circleville. Rocky Stidham, the trainer driver. 5th win of the season, his 2nd straight here at Scioto Downs. Perfect trip and another perfect drive by Rocky Stidham. 158 flats.